Hey guys, welcome back to the official Art Minds YouTube channel. It's Joelle, and today we're going to be learning about sketching, and I'm going to give you guys some mental tips, physical tips, and I'm also going to teach you guys how you can improve over time. Before we get started, please make sure to check out all our social media linked in the description and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know whenever we upload a video. Let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 extremely important mental tips to keep in mind when you're sketching. These are really important because sketching is a mental thing as much as it is a physical thing. So the first tip is to simply relax. You know when you first start a new sketchbook and you're on the first page and you have your pencil in your hand and you have no idea what to draw because you really want to make it perfect and you want to make every single detail perfect because you're gonna remember it for the rest of your life. No, this is the solution. This is what I like to do and what I highly recommend that you should do. Yes, exactly that. Just scribble all over your first page. Don't even rip out the page, just leave it there as a reminder and as a kind of stress reliever that every page doesn't need to be perfect and you can just relax and just let loose and draw. The second tip is to just be patient. It takes time to improve and it doesn't happen overnight. So simply be patient in not only the time it takes for you to improve and for you to see progress, but also when you're actually sketching. Don't just try and rush something and then say, oh, I don't like it, rip out the page and throw it away. Just actually try and take time to see what you need to get better at, see what you are doing wrong. The third and final tip is never expect good results. Most of the time you're just gonna go into sketching, end up not liking it and move on, and that's fine. That's what a sketchbook is for. It's not an antique from Greek or something, ancient history. It's just your sketchbook. It's for you to improve. Be self-confident in yourself. You are your only limitation when you're sketching. Okay, so that's it for the mental tips. I hope you learned something, and on to the physical techniques when sketching. So to start off, let's say we're drawing a tree. You need to make sure that you're not going, okay, so this is the left side of my trunk and this is the right side. No, you want to make sure you make multiple lines so that in the end you get the perfect line you were looking for. So let's say I wanted a bump here. I need to make sure it's the perfect bump I wanted and it's in the exact place I want it to go. So I make multiple lines and I sketch out exactly where I want to do the bump, and yeah. So this is wrong, that's right. So that's the first tip. You don't always have to commit to just drawing one single line. You can draw multiple lines in order to make the perfect line you wanted in the first place. And also, you don't even need to commit to putting the pencil on the paper. Sometimes you can just ghost it before you actually start to draw something. So let's say I wanted to draw the ground and I wanted to draw a straight line. I don't always have to go bam. I can just go, I can just start to ghost, and then I can, once I think I have the perfect spot, I can just put the lead on the paper and draw the line I wanted. So, tip number 2, make sure when you start you're drawing very, very lightly. So you're drawing extremely light because if you draw hard, you're just gonna end up scratching the paper and you're not gonna be able to erase it well. But if you're light, then you probably won't even need to use the eraser because once you have the line you want, you can start to darken. So the best way to get different pressures from light to dark is to actually hold the pencil differently. The closer you hold it to the tip of the pencil, the darker it's gonna be. So let's say I want to draw like a pupil or the really darkest part of a drawing or like a deep shadow, then I'm gonna use I'm gonna hold the pencil closer to the lead, and if I want something light, I'm gonna hold it kind of far, and I'm just gonna, sketch. So the third tip is gonna be always start off with basic shapes. So everything basically comes down to the basic shapes, the triangle, square, circle. I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys know about these already, and you can modify these to make them 3D or sort of make them longer, shorter, anything. There's also a cylinder. So if we look at anything, my hand for example, my fingers are basically just made out of 3 cylinders put together with knuckles. So you can just draw that when you're drawing a hand. Let's say I want to draw my finger like this. I can just start off by drawing a simple cylinder, and then I can go over it later to modify it. So once you have the basic cylinders down, then you can go over it later and you can start modifying them. So let's say this needs to be a little more rounded, this needs to be a little more bumpy, this is straight, and then you know what I mean. So it's basic shapes and then you just modify them however you want. So the fourth and final thing I wanted to add was not really a tip, it's just more like when you don't know how to start and you don't know what to draw and you're kind of stuck and you just want to improve your skills but you don't know how, I suggest writing a basic object from the top of your head that you can think of, like for example a chair. So I'm gonna write the word chair here, and you're just gonna try and draw different examples of chairs. Like you're just gonna, from the top of your head, try and design any chair and draw any chair you like. So you're gonna want to make sure that you keep all of our tips previously stated in mind. So you want to make sure you're light, holding the pencil far, making basic shapes. So for example here I'm drawing a rhombus, I'm drawing a cube actually, and you're gonna just draw chairs. So I guess that's my first chair. It's kind of bad and I want to improve. So I'm gonna go on to my next chair. I'm gonna do a different design. You can do them from different angles. So you can, maybe this time you want to do the chair from here. So maybe in this design I decided I don't really like it. It's kind of wonky, the proportions aren't right, so I do another chair, and so on. You get the idea. So doing this is just gonna boost your creativity overall. You're gonna become more open to different styles. I think you'll find your style a lot quicker this way because you can really see what you're into, what you like, and what doesn't really work for you. And also the things that don't work for you, you can improve on them, watch more videos. Yeah, so you can just continue doing this and you're gonna see lots of improvement over time. Like I said before, it takes patience and no one's gonna just improve overnight. All the stuff of like improving your skills just to make an amazing design to show your friends, that all comes later once you have the basic skills down and you've been sketching for a long time and you've been practicing. Then you're really gonna start to see improvement and you can go on to bigger and better stuff. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've reached this far, please do comment down below different videos that you'd like to see from us, and if you like this tutorial, please leave a like down below, and we'll see you next time on Art Minds. Bye guys!